this ceremony called life. Epigraph. We didn't know we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. A. A. Milne. This ceremony called life. Memories are finicky things, for each soul has a different purpose and unique requirements from life. We each have the freedom to draw from our quiver of arrows called experiences to see which memories we aim to let fly. How things tasted, how they felt, how they smelled, looked, and what they sounded like. A feast for the senses if we let them in to teach us what they may and how they must. I remember what freedom tasted like, that first bite of a deli sandwich or a quick slice when the campus was finally opened up at lunch, and precious minutes were sufficient enough to flee in mass exodus from 11130 Magnolia up Combi for this and that and such. I remember what freedom felt like. The cool rush upon the first plunge in the Yuba after the spring thaw warmed adequately ample, barreling down on summer for the water to meet us where we were at after school, and the twin bridges started calling. I remember what freedom smelled like. Buttermilk pancakes hitting the freshly lathered griddle of the Altasierra Golf and Country Club, arriving early enough to wash dishes and bus tables so as to have breakfast beforehand. I remember what freedom looked like, watching the caps climb in the air, newly tossed at the end of the ceremony, tassels askew dancing in the sky, a speckled sea of menacing maroon release. I remember what freedom sounded like, screaming at the football showdowns, the basketball games, and the pep rallies, for our team against the other, for our tribe against the unknown. Along the way, we've all had to carry on without some of our teammates. We've all had to keep going beyond the furthest point some of our tribe members could reach by our side. Whether blood family or chosen family, friends and loved ones, this is the human condition. Everyone matters to someone, and some matter quite a lot to quite a few. So when one departs, many hearts are left behind, unknowing what to do, what to say which rings true for who they were and who they continue to be as they continue in us and we continue to see what this life has to offer, forced to set some memories free, encouraged to let some memories breathe once more, that we may console each other through them, that we may embrace each other in them, that we may elevate each other because of them, that we may encounter each other with them. We went through rites of passage together. We endured struggles, celebrated triumphs, made memories, and helped shape each other along the way through some of our most formative years. Since then, we've scattered our own separate ways, chased dreams, had children, switched jobs, traveled the world, and helped change it for the better. We each had visions of where we would be by now. Yet there will always be those precious few for each of us, those who got us when we needed to be gotten, those who welcomed us when we needed to belong, those who we appreciated the most when we needed to know love. The ripple effects of those who are no longer with us haven't yet reached the furthest extent of their shores, and each of us has our own stories to tell of remembrance. Memories may teach us about ourselves then, and they may illuminate those we've lost along the way, but the foremost purpose they serve in our recollection is uplifting who we are now, and how we are to carry those we can never fully let go of where we're headed. Until the dirty 30-year reunion becomes the grand reunion of us all, until the grief and loss becomes healing and laughter, until the good old days become the festive prologue to all that we are meant to do and become. For now, our senses of freedom may differ greatly and be complicated. Our memories may as well. Let us remember that once we were all on the same team, and we can be again, even if just for an evening. Let us lean into all of the feels. Let us accept the aches and pains, for they remind our bodies how far we've already come. Let us cheers to those who will always be with us in spirit. Let us celebrate the joy we have, the freedom to experience and share with each other still. I am certain that's what they would wish for us, until the 30th reunion becomes the grand reunion, until the memories make way for magic, until the remembrance readies us for restoration, renewal, and redemption, when we are all finally free to toss our caps in the air one last time at the end of this ceremony called life.